Catherine the Great, the empress who transformed Russia. What does it take for an outsider to not only seize power, but to redefine the destiny of a nation? What kind of determination, intellect, and vision are required to rise above betrayal, challenges, and doubt to become one of the most iconic rulers in history? This is the story of Catherine the Great, a German princess turned Russian empress, a ruler who modernized an empire, expanded its reach, and left an indelible legacy. Prepare to step into a world of court intrigue, ambitious reforms, and cultural evolution. This is the life of Catherine the Great, the woman who transformed Russia. Born as Princess Sophie of Anhalt-Zerbst in 1729, few could have predicted the destiny that awaited the young girl from a minor German principality. She was intelligent, fiercely curious, and ambitious, a restless spirit in search of greatness. When her mother arranged her marriage to Peter, the heir to the Russian throne, Sophie found herself thrust into an unfamiliar and often hostile world of Russian customs and politics. Renaming herself Catherine, she adopted the Orthodox faith, mastering the Russian language and pledging her loyalty to the land she barely knew. But Catherine's new life was far from a fairy tale. Her marriage to Peter, an eccentric and often impulsive ruler, was fraught with turmoil. He showed little interest in her, and her position at court was tenuous, threatening to unravel at any moment. Yet Catherine endured, quietly observing, forging strategic alliances, and sharpening her political instincts. Beneath a calm, obedient exterior lay a shrewd, calculating figure, already envisioning a future where she would take the reins of power. When Peter III ascended the throne in 1762, his controversial decisions quickly alienated the nobility and military. Catherine, recognizing the moment, orchestrated a daring coup with the support of key military leaders. Declaring herself empress, she deposed Peter, who met his untimely end not long after. The fate of an empire was now in the hands of an ambitious and untested leader. Catherine's rise to power marked only the beginning of her story. Her authority was questioned. Her foreign origins and her gender made her rule unconventional, even suspect. In an age where women were expected to play roles of submission, ruling was itself an act of defiance. Catherine understood this and wasted no time asserting herself. She presented herself not only as a monarch, but as a visionary ruler with the ambition to transform her nation. Her first priority was to stabilize an empire fractured by weak leadership. By surrounding herself with loyal advisors and shoring up military support, Catherine consolidated her power and silenced her detractors. She knew that to truly govern, she had to earn trust, not just as a ruler, but as a reformer prepared to lead Russia into a new age. Catherine's reign coincided with a pivotal moment in European history, the Age of Enlightenment. Inspired by its ideals of reason, progress, and education, she sought to bring those philosophies to Russia. She corresponded with some of the greatest minds of the era, including Voltaire and Diderot, earning a reputation as a philosopher on the throne. Inspired by Enlightenment ideals, Catherine convened the Legislative Commission in 1767 to draft a new legal code. This ambitious project aimed to modernize Russia's outdated and fragmented legal system. Although the commission dissolved without concrete results, the attempt demonstrated Catherine's vision for a just and well-ordered society. Catherine also prioritized education. She founded new schools, advocated for literacy, and supported the development of universities. By championing the dissemination of knowledge, she not only empowered her people, but laid the groundwork for a cultural flourishing that would echo through generations. Catherine's reign wasn't limited to intellectual ideals. She was a pragmatist who understood the need for tangible actions to strengthen Russia's geopolitical standing. Under her leadership, Russia expanded its borders, claiming territories that solidified the empire's position as a dominant force in Europe. Her campaigns in the Ottoman-controlled regions secured access to the Black Sea, enhancing trade and securing critical economic advantages. However, Catherine's territorial ambitions extended beyond military conquests. She envisioned a transformed Russia rooted in a robust economy. She introduced agricultural reforms, supported local industries, and bolstered Russia's trade networks. Her policies aimed at creating a self-sustained modern empire capable of competing with the great powers of Europe. Diplomatically, Catherine navigated the complex web of European politics with aplomb. She forged alliances and maintained a firm grasp on Russia's international presence. Her careful balancing act ensured that Russia not only expanded territorially, but also grew in influence across the continent. Catherine's vision stretched beyond politics and economics. She was a passionate advocate for the arts and culture. Her reign heralded an era of cultural flourishing in Russia. As a patron of the arts, Catherine funded painters, architects, writers, and composers, transforming Russia into a cultural powerhouse. She expanded the Hermitage, an art collection in St. Petersburg that remains one of the most renowned museums in the world today. Catherine saw art as a means of elevating Russia's prestige on the international stage and uniting her people around a shared sense of identity. Her contributions to Russian theater and literature further amplified her cultural impact. Catherine even wrote plays herself, demonstrating her deep involvement in the arts. Her passion for intellectual and artistic pursuits earned her a place among Europe's cultural elite as a ruler who valued not only power, but also beauty and enlightenment. Despite Catherine's monumental achievements, her personal life was as tumultuous and complex as her public life. She maintained several high-profile romantic relationships, which earned her both admiration and criticism. These liaisons, while often controversial, played a significant role in her reign. Many of her lovers were political allies who helped her secure her vision for Russia. But behind the grandeur of power, Catherine faced profound loneliness and personal challenges. Her letters reveal a monarch burdened by the weight of her responsibilities, who often felt isolated despite her many admirers. These complexities humanize the Empress, offering insight into the woman behind the crown. By the time of her death in 1796, Catherine had ruled for over 3 decades and left a transformed Russia in her wake. Her reign brought the Russian Empire to new heights of power, prosperity, and cultural richness. Catherine's reforms in governance, law, and education laid the groundwork for future generations. Her expansionist policies cemented Russia's position as a European powerhouse. Catherine is often remembered by the title The Great, a testament to her extraordinary accomplishments, yet her legacy also carries its critiques. Some argue that her reforms didn't penetrate deeply enough or truly improve the lives of the average Russian peasant. Others debate the morality of her political maneuvers and conquests, but what is undeniable is her far-reaching impact on the nation she adopted as her own. Catherine the Great's life is a story of ambition, resilience, and vision. As an outsider who rose to unprecedented power, as a woman who held firm against the tides of sexism, and as a ruler who embraced Enlightenment ideals while navigating the harsh realities of statecraft, Catherine stands as one of history's most fascinating figures. She was not merely a ruler, she was a reformer, a revolutionary, and an enduring symbol of the power of intellect and determination. Through her transformation of Russia, its governance, culture, and standing in the world, she left an indelible mark on history. Catherine the Great was, without doubt, an empress who dared to dream bigger and who ensured her place among the greatest leaders of all time.